I have heard and read a lot of statements from a lot of people about how bad Kathleen Kennedy is to the Star Wars IP, and that Disney should just fire her and be done with it. Here's the deal though. Disney does not care how good or bad she is for Star Wars. So long as their overall bottom line remains in the black, they are not going to do a thing about people at her level. If she had an overall negative impact on their overall profit margin, she would have been gone already. The numbers speak volumes. She could not twist it into an anti-diversity argument with Disney able to point to the numbers impacted by elements under her direct responsibility. But they won't even rock that boat if all other elements taken into account keep the bottom line out of the red. All these people on social media and on YouTube saying that some insider said that she's getting the axe don't have a clue. She's supposedly been getting the axe for years now, and she's still there. So all that narrative does is keep the animosity going in the Star Wars fan community. We need to be realistic here. The only thing the corporate suits care about is the bottom line. Not whether or not we like these characters versus those characters, or whether or not we think this plot sucks as opposed to that plot, or how many of us scream boycott when they know good and well that enough of us will end up forking out money for tickets to go see the next Star Wars movie we'll end up hating for whatever reason anyway, along with the rest who don't give a care about our nerd raging. Kathleen Kennedy is a card-carrying member of the club, folks, and the club protects its own. Lots of hard-working individuals who bust their asses on the production side will lose their jobs if it comes down to cost-cutting to balance the books before they even consider putting her in line for the chopping block. The most they will do is tell her that Lucasfilm's profits are down, so she needs to do something about it. They won't care if she fires people to do it, so long as it gets done. And she'll be praised for her compliance. And another thing. If we did manage to successfully boycott Star Wars to the point where it becomes an undeniable drain on their resources and isn't making them any money, they still won't take steps to turn it around. They will label it as an IP that nobody is really interested in, cancel all projects, and shelve it. Kathleen Kennedy will probably be fired at that point, but they won't be replacing her. More hardworking people will lose their jobs, and those who remain will be reassigned to other IPs. No matter what we do, it will not end in us getting anything positive out of it. Here's what I suggest to all the armchair movie or show producers out there who insist that they know how to run an IP better than the people actually running it. Go create your own IP, find a way to hire the people needed to make it a reality, and you run it the way you think it should be run and show them up. After all, the best creative people in the history of the film and TV industry are those who are inspired by the creative people who came before, daring to step outside of the box and innovate. But hey, I get it. It's far easier to sit in a nice comfy desk chair and gripe on the internet about how badly others do their job than it is to get up and actually demonstrate how to do it right. Or better. But I'm just me. Who would care about anything I produce? Don't forget that George Lucas himself had no idea that Star Wars would become the big deal that it became. He had a vision, and he was determined to see it through no matter what. And he was determined to shake up the status quo in terms of production techniques to do it. He was the first to make sci-fi the way he did, and many things that were not done before are now either standard procedures or rendered obsolete by those who have come after. None of us know what we are capable of delivering or how well it might be received until we step out of our comfort zone and do something about it when we see how others aren't doing it right. Or better, is Star Wars no longer delivering the characters or stories an entire significant cross-section of its global fan base wants? There's your core audience. Figure out how to deliver the sort of storytelling and characters they want, create your own IP, and make it happen. Someone listening to this commentary could be the next George Lucas, if they are willing to take that step. But nobody will ever know if all that gets done is complaining about Kathleen Kennedy and what she isn't doing right. Or better, if you enjoyed this commentary, please like and share it, and consider subscribing to my channel for more like it. This is Gregory Jackson. Thank you for listening.